Palmute Maniac here, and this is the first in my micro series, being efficient in Grounded 2. We're going to start by stem and plank pallets, how I use them, and and the space isn't super impressive just yet, but there's some efficient things that we can do to speed up filling these guys. I'm going to show you how to be as efficient as possible when it comes to dealing with stems. It's going to require the buggy. It also helps to have like a bunch of these already set up. So what I do is I basically just grab one of these guys. I run to where there are stems. Dandelions are just as good as, you'll see I already cut some of these down, are just as good as the husks. But you basically look for your stems. I see a dandelion right here. I place this down. I chop it down, and now I have a whole bunch of these guys. And if you're like me, you've chopped down 600 dandelions, and you have yet to get the trinket. Big tears. So now we're gonna go find even more. I think there's a couple over here. I got all turned around. That's what I usually do. I think there's a couple over here. Some husky weeds. And there's some over here, but I have to fight a Orb Weaver Jr. to get to them, but that's okay. I pretty much like to keep track of where the dandelions are. Let me just take care of this guy real quick. He's super annoying. He will fight me randomly. Alright, not so bad. And kill his little brother. Alright, so now we have access to even more dandelions. And I try to get these in as few trips as possible. So if you have the buggy, you can hold up to 12. The spider buggy, you cannot hold nearly as many. So now I will deposit the stack. I am almost full here, but that's okay. We'll go look for one more dandelion. I see one in the distance over there. And drop it right here. Go away. Thank you. We can, with the buggy, even when you're being attacked or you're fighting, it doesn't matter. You just hold on to them. So damn annoying. Alright, so now that we have a full stack, we don't stop. We're going to not leave until the buggy is fully flushed with so many. Alright, another annoying spiderling. And I have, you can hold up to 12, we have 8, so I have 4 more I can get. I'm just going to go back. I got turned around, there's my pallet. And I'm going to go find one more dandelion. I look in the skyline until I see one. If I don't know exactly where one is, they're pretty common. Or there's a husky weed right here. So this is where we're gonna come back to. Now you have to have a level 2 to get the stems. If you do, you just chop them down. You could, if you want to be super efficient, you could just chop them all down like at once, and like know you're coming back. There's a ton of husky weeds over here. So now that I know that there's tons here, I'm just going to place a waypoint where I'm at so I know when to come back. And on my second trip, I'll just come straight back here. And I should already have a waypoint over my head. Chop these guys down. So damn many stems. So I should be able to fill maybe 3 pallets or so with this. I'll pick up the remaining that I have. I'm just going to verify that I did have a waypoint here. I do. Now I'm going to press F. And if you're on console, I have no idea what you press, but you press the move items button, and we're back to your base. This is way better than making trips carrying 5. This is better than making trips carrying 12. But I believe we're carrying like 30 this way. Not only that, I have a waypoint with the rest of my stems. So I'll get back to my base, put my stem rack where I want it. And in this case, I always put my stems right here on a secondary platform. Now that I have these, I will deposit this stack, and I'll leave this one, and I will bring this one. Now, I can't jump down. If you jump down, you get injured. If anything happens, you will stop being able to move this. We'll just keep going here. Sorry about that. I had to pause for a sec. Those are not stairs. Those are not stairs. So there's a couple of things that can happen to make you lose the move blueprints. You don't want to get, I believe you don't want to get hit. So if you're in a fight, immediately drop them. Alright, so now that we are here,
No more room in the trunk.
I will deposit stack. It would probably be a good idea to, like, if you find a husky weed forest like this, maybe make a sign, you know, so that you know, okay, I have to come back to that. That would be ideal. And we filled that up. Let's just fill up. This is definitely not a trinket. Nope, so many tufts. We want to fill up our Buggy's inventory to 12, and he has one more. This is already growing, which is crazy. Is it possible? I don't want to break the bottom one. Don't ever break the bottom one, or the husky weeds will never grow again. And we have even more weeds to come back to. I'll leave the waypoint here. Press the F. And there's my base. I know I have my stairs over here. So, not too much of a time investment. We should have 3 pallets full at this point. Obviously, if you build your base closer to husky weed spawn points, you could just farm them that way. But I like my base up here in the deck, so that's pretty much how we do it. I'll put this here and drop this here, drop this here, and now I'll pick up this one. We're gonna go back to that husky weed area, and also outside of the husky weed area, I see one. This dandelion grew back right here, and 2 over there. So I have my plan for how I'm going to go about doing it. I should probably put little signs next to every dandelion spawn point. That would be pretty cool. Alright, let's just get these, because there's plenty here. Pick these guys up.
An efficient way to get around. I suppose you can't carry me and everything else.
Alright. And this is now full, super quick. I have 4 in inventory. We're going to take this with us, and there is actually a dandelion close to the deck. I remember seeing that. It grew back. Lucky us. Spiders.
Let's reestablish homeostasis.
Okay, so the game does eventually bug out. All of those weeds fell through the ground. That is unfortunate. We have one right here. Yeah, we're in early access, so the scorpions, the mechanic of the scorpions is that they can go underground, and that mechanic has kind of messed the game up. So I am in a fight, so I cannot pick this up. So we will just. He already has venom on him. We're good to go there. Let's get back on the buggy.
Part of the colony.
I only have 2 more left, but I'm gonna be lazy and just get these up here. Is this? Hold on. That is not the trinket. I'm never gonna get the trinket. I've kind of given up. I have killed a gratuitous amount of dandelions, and I have never Receive the trinket. Alright, I have to do this a different way. Let's get this over here. Get in. Alright, I'll do it this way. It wants to. It really, really wants to fit right in there. It was easier when I didn't have these pallets here. There. Not efficient. Minus 25 efficiency points. There. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. So, basically, guys, keep doing that, and you will be efficient at getting stems. Grass works the same way and is significantly easier. You just run down the damn stairs, plop the pallet down, and then go ham sandwich on some grass. Grass is everywhere. Significantly easier. Grass is super, super easy. I always chop down like a huge amount at once, knowing I'm going to do a few trips. And if I accidentally break some grass stems, so like, who cares? Alright, and then it's basically
Can't carry me and
drop
everything else.
and pick them up as fast as possible. It used to be you could hold the pickup button down all at once. Is that right? So yeah, apparently if you hold E and just keep walking, it just picks them up. So that's kind of what I did. So I just like hold E down once, and then I just start walking. But we already have what we need. Pick this guy up, run up the hill. So basically, if you have a setup like mine, it's about a 10-minute or so investment of time to get all these in here. I deposit stack. I only bring pallets that are empty. So there's no point otherwise. So I'll drop this right here. Hold E down, start moving forward. It auto picks up all of these. Hold R, then hold E, walk forward. It just loots everything that's around until I have 12. Run over here. Looks like I have 2 husky weeds over here. That's actually pretty good. And pick these guys up, pick these guys up. The buggy is pretty good because even if you have stuff in your hand, you can still chop. Grab some of these guys. One more, and now we'll pick up our pallet with F. Run up the damn stairs. And I think we did like 60 or so grass and like very, very quickly. And yeah, so that's pretty much how I deal with stem gathering, and there's a lot of different other ways you could be efficient in this game, but this is going to be that for that. So yeah, efficient stem and grass gathering. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.